How's it going, Rovers TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my review of Blackburn Rovers 0, Nottingham Forest 2 that has recently finished at Ewood Park. So yeah, massive win for Forest in our chances of getting the playoffs. First time we've been in the playoffs all season. We beat the team at the start of the day. They were in second place. We went over to Ewood Park and we played a really good performance. We had to ride a luck sometimes within that game, but I think that's in games, if you want to do well, if you want to get places in this league, you got to ride your luck in some matches. And defensively, we did in some moments, but in other moments we were fantastic defensively. So I think it equals itself out. That back three today were magnificent. I think McKenna, he wasn't really noticed too much, but I think he was absolutely solid. Cook making some important blocks, and Worrell again battling through the injury he's got, keeping going. Maxlow at left wing back was brilliant. Spence was a little bit more quiet today, I think, but still had a really good game, which just shows the levels of that man. He can have a bit more of a quiet game, but still be brilliant. I think just all over the park. To a man, I think everyone had a really good game today. Some of them had to be a bit, digging a little bit, be a little bit more dirtier than usual. Maybe sort of with Garner flying into a few challenges and getting into one-on-one scuffles a little bit with one of their players at points, and we had to be a bit more physical on this one and really battle our way through. But we did that. They went down to 10 men, but they weren't afraid to push players forward, to commit men, to go on and try and win the game, or try and get something from the game, which they didn't. But fair play to them, credit to them for trying and going forward. I think we defended them really well and managed the game superbly. James Garner's goal was brilliant. I mean, Keenan Davis, my goodness me. I think he took on about 3 players in one go. Got past them, managed to get to the edge of the box where he played it to Garner. Lovely bit of play by Garner where the defender comes sliding across. He just basically leaves him absolutely just sliding across the pitch. Left him, tucked him into bed basically, and then finished it nicely past, I think it's Kaminsky, their keeper. But yeah, we, like I say, we had to battle, we had to dig in deep, but we had chances. We just didn't always take them, whether it was a block by them or good save by their keeper or whatever, or the chance went over the bar. But we did what we needed to do. Got to the 90th minute, got a penalty, and Brennan Johnson dispatched it. I think there were times in the game where maybe a little bit better decision making, and we could have had a better chance to score more in that game. I think Xander Silva in some. I think he had 1 or 2 chances when he came on quite late on where he could have squared it a bit, but he took too long to do it and it didn't quite come off. I think he's a really good player, Silva, when he's on the ball and driving forward with it. But his decision making, his final ball or his shot or whatever, his cross, just lacks a little bit. And if he can get that sorted out, then I don't see why he won't be racking up the goals and or assists. It's a bit of a weird one with Silva, because I've seen twice on social media that he's confirmed to be going to, I think, this Greek club, but both times he just hasn't gone, which is bizarre. I don't know why that's the case. I want to keep him, because if he can do what he can do and add a little bit more to his game, then he's going to be a dangerous player and someone that can really help chip in with goals and assists. But yeah, I think Surge off the bench looked lively, got himself stuck in. Again, maybe in 1 or 2 opportunities could have played a pass rather than going for the shot, but it shows he wants to try and chip in with goals. He's hungry to score goals, which is a good sign for the striker. Not afraid to take things on and have a go, so I won't be surprised if we do see his name on the score sheet in the coming weeks. Stoke at the weekend, the team that we got him from, so he'll be, potentially wanting to go out there and prove to their fans, and prove to the club that they're wrong to let him go. But yeah, I think just to a man, we were fantastic tonight. Everyone battled defensively. Then going forward, I think they put in the ability, some of the passes that they played from midfield, some of the pings from the outside of the boot or chips over the defenders to send the likes of Johnson away, or Keenan Davis away, or someone who was playing up top there today, Surridge potentially, were just sublime. Just so nonchalant, just swinging balls over the top, sending players away. Just a shame that we lacked that little bit of end product, that little bit of edge in front of goal, to not see a few more goals go in. I think the 2 goals we did score, we were full value for them. But some of the chances that were being created, I don't know why we didn't score more. But credit to Blackburn. I mean, they went down to 10 men, didn't give up. A spirited performance from them. Maybe deserved the goal from it potentially, but I don't think they deserved to win. I think it was a very even game, but I think we were a bit more composed in front of goal and the chances that we took with the penalty. I think it was a brilliant penalty from Johnson straight down the middle. It's a bit of a risk straight down the middle. Goalkeepers very rarely tend to stand up and just wait for the ball to go down the middle. But sometimes if you do go down the middle, they can sort of be diving across, and as they're diving across, their leg could be flicked up in the middle, and they could make the save or whatever. But he got it just in the perfect height, so the goalkeeper couldn't get there, and enough power on it to if he did get anything on it, it probably would have bounced off the keeper and gone in. But really, really happy with the performance today. The fans were excellent, sorting out the allocation that we had. And, something that's a bit weird with Ewood Park. I mean, they were second in the league going into the game, and it was like nearly empty in some of the stands. I don't know if there's a reason for that. I don't know whether there's a limited amount of fans that are allowed, or there's something, maybe ticket prices are really high, or the people who maybe can't afford to go to every game. I don't know, but they're second in the league. Like, why would you not pack out the stadium? If Forest were second in the league, there'd be no seats week before the game. We're currently, 6th now in the league, and we're selling out every away game and almost every home game. So it's a bizarre one that I don't quite know why that's the case. But you would think for a club who are doing as well as they are, who play attacking football and exciting football, their fans will be, swarming to the home games. But for some reason they didn't. I don't know what the reason for that is. But I think it was a really physical game. I think sometimes we can be quite technical and win the game that way, but in this game we have to be physical. Challenges were flying in, blocks were being thrown in, fouls were being committed and things like that, and I think you had to, it was more of a dogged performance today, one where everybody had to dig in and do their job, and they did their job and they did it well. Just a really battling performance, and a game like that, to go to second in the league away from home, come out with 2-0 victors, and just battle away like we did, is real testament to how far we've come under Cooper. That fight and that desire to win and that determination was non-existent under under Chris Hughton, and I think it just shows just the mentality switch, not just how good we've been on the pitch, but just how good mentally we are, and how much we want to dig in and really fly into tackles and throw ourselves in front of the ball as and when we need to. It's hard to give a man of the match because I think everyone deserves it. I think not based on sort of goals or assists or on the ball play, but just desire and hunger and determination to keep that clean sheet and to really throw ourselves in front of the ball and that sort of thing. I saw a stat on Twitter that Max Lowe had 9 successful tackles in that game, which is mental. Like, that 9 in a game, that's one successful tackle every 10 minutes. That's crazy. I'm not going to give a man of the match. I think it was a brilliant team performance, and one where every player deserves their credit because everyone had to do their job and they did it well, and it was just joy to watch. And sometimes you look at a game, oh, that's a joy to watch. It was brilliant flowing play, but I think also a game where you dig in and you're dogged and you're determined and you're defensive. Not so much defensive, but in the defensive situations, you did the right things. You put blocks in, you held players off and stuff like that. It really, it was really good to see, and just that desire and that hunger to win the game. I'm sure Steve Cooper will be really happy with that. Overall, really, really pleased. That one, really, really pleased. I think that's a huge win, a statement win. And hopefully you can go on to Stoke at the weekend and get all 3 points in that one. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new around here and you are enjoying the content on the channel. Let us know down below who your man of the match might have been or what you thought of the game. And yeah, so like I say, if you did enjoy, like this video. If you're new around here, subscribe. And come on, you Reds.